we needed to do first was break down the months.
Yeah.
Which we then did. And then within that, we could then delegate and have those non-important tasks, important tasks, etc., etc. What do you want to look forward to in 2024?
I feel like I just can't wait to the point where I no longer have to deal with those type of things. That last day, the day of annual leave when you got to come back, that depression sets in because you've got to come back and do that same cycle again.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really stop until you get to retirement age, 65, moving on to 70 by the time you get there.
Yeah.
Like, from early, I said, that's not me.
Do you think next year will be the year that you leave work?
Oof. How many people would be like, yeah, do you know what, I support what you're doing? They'll be like,
Yeah.
you sure, bro? Like,
Yeah.
no. Is this what you really want to do?
Let it be what it needs to be. And if they're sulky about that, they can take it out with God.
Alright, so am I the asshole for not refunding my
Yes. Was that the question?
You said you wasn't gonna get personal.
Okay.
So am I the asshole for not refunding my previous guests their full deposit? I run a service accommodation business, and my previous guests took the parking permits, which with them, despite the checkout instructions instructing them to leave it in the lockbox. It's been a few weeks, and they've allegedly sent the permit back via post.
Not allegedly.
They sent evidence of the shipping, although I haven't received it. The deposit was £200, and although it states in the rental agreement that the loss of parking permit is £200, if they return the pass, they get £100 back. But as I haven't received the pass, I'm my arsehole for not refunding.
No, you are not. And I tell you why you're not.
Mm-hmm.
Your house rules were very clear. They've now taken the pass. It's their responsibility for that pass to get to you. If the pass hasn't got to you, you have made no mistake. I'm so sorry. That's just me being straight up. I feel like I'm someone who will always give in to people's needs because I will feel bad.
Yeah.
And so it's easy for me to say no, but I might be like, oh, you know what? Like, I really understand that you've sent it, and, you know, thanks for sending the evidence of the shipping. It hasn't come to us. Like, what we will do is instead of refunding 100, we might refund 70. But I just feel like
they
no.
They might think that, obviously, I'm thinking from the other person's point of view now. I've sent you shipping. I understand I took it, my bad. But I've sent you shipping. You probably just haven't been bothered to go and look.
But it hasn't arrived. But even if the thing is,
they should have done signed. That's
what I'm thinking, and that's on you. Like, I'm not gonna. You can't. First of all, you can't be upset with someone else when you were told to do something that you didn't do. That was clear in instructions. So much so that you know that you weren't supposed to do it. Hence why you're sending it back. Yeah. So it's like because
if you didn't do that, you wouldn't need to send anything for it to get lost.
Exactly. So you know you've taken it, and that's fine. Accidents happen. But even though the accident has happened, understand that you are fully responsible and liable for this situation. Even
for the accident.
For the accident, and unfortunately, some accidents cost. Unfortunately, that's just life. You could get into a road accident that could cost somebody their life. Like, some accidents cost, and you've just got to be accepting of that. And I feel like any kind of harsh comments from the guest or the person staying is unnecessary, because you went and done something that you were told not to do, clearly. And I understand being in a rush in the morning and you might just forget.
Yeah.
But
I was just even going to say, like, I think we know that one about like people taking permit passes and stuff like that, even though, like, you got clear instructions. Do you know what I mean? You got clear instructions and you go and do the opposite.
I can't help you. And the difficulty is like, okay, cool, you've tracked it, you've shipped it, and you show me the tracking in that. Cool. Or you shipped it. I don't know if the tracking has been shown, actually, but you can't prove to me that there was a delivery. Because I'm guessing this person hasn't shown, oh yeah, it was left outside your door. Here's a picture of what the delivery driver took. Oh, it was left downstairs. Here's do you know what I mean? I don't think there's any proof to show that it was fully delivered to the right place.
It's true.
So that's also the added extra. If they had done signed delivery, then at least if it didn't arrive to the door,
you can find out where it is.
Exactly. Then they could be like, oh, could you pick it up from here? It's now arrived here because they didn't get delivered. Fine, that's different.
Yeah.
But also another thing is that you delivering it means that there are other guests in that property, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So how can I can't wait there. It's not like I can wait there and turn off my business because you took the passes.
Yeah.
I have to keep moving.
You need to come back and put it in that lockbox.
Yeah,
by
that's
hand.
my thing. That's exactly
By
it.
hand, you need to do it by yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get
So it's like
it.
we can't intercept that. So
Yeah,
if it's
yeah.
not put straight back in the lockbox, you're gonna have that risk of it not being delivered to the right place.
Yeah, 100%.
So,
100%.
personally, I
you
don't
have to just
think-
take that L. So I would
Yeah.
say no, you're not the
I would
arsehole
say
for that.
charge
Yeah.
them. Definitely
yeah,
charge
man.
them. But I mean, if the guest does get like rowdy about it or like creates a whole situation, I would just report them to whoever it is they booked with. If it's a direct booking, you have nothing to worry about, just block them. If
Yeah,
it's not a direct booking, then and it's through like Airbnb, booking.com, Verbo, I would just report them and just say,
Just
listen,
give-
we had to
give them a
charge
heads up,
because of
innit?
this, that, and the other. We're worried that they're going to give a bad review, even though this situation has happened. I'm sorry today to say that booking.com will probably not do anything, but if they did luckily book with Airbnb, you have a chance that if they do put a review, they will remove the review for you, which
Yeah.
is really, really good because
Yeah.
you've had to charge them for something they haven't followed. So now the review isn't fair.
You just need to provide some sort of evidence
Evidence.
as to, especially why you think it's not fair as well.
But the evidence has been shown by the guests themselves because they've shown you they've sent something by delivery.
Keep a lot of the communications on
On the
Airbnb
portal.
as well.
Yeah.
Because that
Or
will
a telephone number. You can screenshot it, but it's better to do it on the portal so they can be like, yeah, we can see it.
Yeah.
And we can easily access it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I would say you're not being an arsehole. I would charge personally. It's a waste of time. You've probably had to get new permits for the next guest. Even though they've sent it back, it now hasn't been delivered. It just sounds chaotic.
Yeah.
And it's stuff that you don't need to be dealing with in your business. So I just feel like simplify it,
100%.
charge, let it be what it needs to be. And if they're sulky about that, they can take it up with God.
What if they don't believe in God?
Take it up with the flowers that they pray to. I don't know. Whatever they want to do. Whatever makes them feel better.
Oh boy, fair enough. All right, so moving on. We're going to be talking about goal setting.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Goal setting and just, I guess, yeah, just how we've kind of put what we've done to get there, really. Because
Can I start on the goal?
oof.
Can I start?
Okay, go on then.
I want to be able to. What took you so long to give me the yes?
Because I want
I
to.
actually didn't even need your permission. I was just being polite.
No, I get that. You clearly, you was gonna do what you wanted to do anyway.
What I wanted to do.
Yeah, go on.
But it would definitely be speaking Spanish.
Okay, explain that to me with the goal setting. 'Cause
have-
That's my pause because I knew you was gonna go off.
I'm gonna learn to speak
You
Spanish.
was gonna go off.
I learned to speak Spanish in school. I didn't pay attention.
You haven't
in
answered
school.
my question.
What was the question?
What's that got to do with what I said about goal setting?
My goal is to learn Spanish.
Okay. Yeah, go on.
I'm setting myself a goal.
Yeah. All right.
To
cool,
learn
cool.
Spanish.
Yeah. Go off, sis. Go off.
I'm setting myself the goal to learn Spanish. Does that factor into what you're asking?
Not really, no.
Why?
Because I guess
You're asking about goal setting, or you're asking me to goal set?
I didn't ask what your goals were. I didn't ask what your goals were. I was talking about when we were
so
goal
rude.
setting and the things that we
Did you
learned.
want to know that I've set a goal for Spanish?
No. Because you've been saying this for how long? And
You know what? Who
Hold on,
downloaded
wait.
that? Yeah, because you're gonna start.
Duolingo's
But
been out for how long?
And
you haven't
how many times
downloaded
have you
once?
downloaded it?
Yeah, I've tried.
And
though.
not been successful.
But that's not my goal.
Do better.
But
Change
that's
your
not my
life.
goal.
Change your life.
That's not my
I
goal.
want you to be better. Okay. In terms of goal setting, then go on. Then, how do you goal set?
It's not even about how
is it
you
not
goal
now?
set. It's just like our experience with goal setting because
Okay.
there was a time
Mm-hmm.
where we used to want to set our goals, but for some reason we were struggling to hit them, and we was like, "What's going on?" But then I was thinking, how do we like what was the breakthrough with that in terms of goal setting? Like,
I defo know my breakthrough.
Mhm.
I saw someone post their monthly breakdown on how they like lay out their goals and achievements and future achievements, and that's what, because the thing is we always wanted to set goals, but I think I was way too spontaneous, so kind of just went off on a whim in hoping that like whatever came to mind would come to fruition.
yeah,
I think you overthought goals, so you weren't sure what was realistic and what wasn't realistic,
yeah.
and then
I didn't
nothing
ask
would
you to at me,
happen.
by the way, but
No, that's not what's happening.
no, carry on.
Nothing would happen from that. And so I think after seeing, because we send each other a lot of business posts on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
And I think after we saw that thing of the breakdown, someone had a whiteboard and then you wanted a whiteboard.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
the whiteboard it didn't do anything.
No, do you know what? No.
It didn't do
No.
anything.
Don't
He's
write
trying
it
to
off.
try and
Don't write
spin
it off.
it.
Don't write it off.
It
Don't
didn't
write
do
it off.
anything.
Don't write
Not
it
a
off.
thing.
No, because what I actually wanted to do was put it on the wall.
I understand that,
But
but
there's
it
no,
never
I
got
didn't
on
want
the
to
wall.
cause any issue like drilling into the wall or anything like that. So I've put it on the side because for ages it was on in front of my TV, my game monitor. You did it, yeah. But and again, what I envisioned was that it had, you know, things like I want to wake up and see, I pray, stretch, meditate.
But you
Like
could put that on your phone.
no, but I don't always go on my phone for that. You've seen what I'm like with my to-do list. I've got like I've got about
And that's why
20
we told you to
to-do
narrow
lists, and that's probably just this week. So
You got to change your mind.
no. But
You got to.
but the important things for me in life or a day-to-day, like I want to wake up and stretch.
Just know what you're doing. Like,
Yeah,
at the start.
I want to wake up and stretch. I
that's
want to
the
wake up
routine.
and make sure I
We
pray.
still don't have a full-on morning routine.
Do you know what I mean?
We really
Before
don't.
anything else.
I think
do you
we've
know what
gotten
mean?
better with bedtime,
Yeah,
but could be
100%.
much better.
But I want to get to a point
but
where
morning is all
I
over
get
the
up
place.
and do what needs to be done, and
We have terrible
even like
routines.
gym, go
Yeah,
to gym,
yeah.
and I have the best
Intentions.
workouts.
Oh, okay.
No, I was gonna say
Sorry.
that. I was gonna say I have the
sentences, but clearly that's
no,
not the
no,
case.
we're out of sync right now.
Okay.
So I have the best workouts where I'm not focused on business, but that's only when I go to gym before 9:00.
I agree, because people start messaging you
'Cause-
at stupid o'clock.
Maybe even from 8, but from 8 I can actually ignore you and pick up from 9.
Yeah.
But if I go to gym before, like after 9:00, it's annoying because things are still on. I know I have to
It's on your
consciously
mind.
ignore business or ignore work because I know it's on my mind. I know
We
things are
actually have to
happening.
go to gym at 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
5
really
or
and
6
truly.
o'clock.
We keep
when we have
saying
to
about
go. 'Cause otherwise we
keep
both
joking
get
about getting
distracted.
up at 5.
We're not joking though. We're just not taking
No,
it
no.
seriously.
But
Two
this is what I'm
different
saying. Or yeah.
things.
We keep saying that we want to get up at 5, and before we're like, in order to get up at 5, we also need to go bed at a good time.
I think.
But we don't go bed at a good time.
Do you know what the
sometimes.
difficulty is? I think, especially me, I'm up early.
Yeah,
But as soon as I see the phone,
yeah,
not even to like scroll Instagram or anything like that, I pick up on business straight away.
yeah.
So my work hours are so different to yours. Yours are like 12 p.m. to like 10
like-
o'clock.
I would
And you can't switch
I'd even
on.
say I'm like 12 p.m. to 12 a.m.
And mine's like 5:30/6.
to 5:30/6 in
Yeah,
the afternoon.
yeah.
After that, you're like,
I'm
there
not
might
doing
be one or
anymore.
two maybe little things that you need to do or
Yeah,
that you
yeah,
plan.
yeah.
But other than that, you
Very
checked
rare.
out.
I've defo checked out. at that
Whereas, I'm like, I take my time because it's like I want to
Defrost the
stretch.
whole
I want
morning.
to defrost. I want to go get my food. I want to
Yeah.
or my breakfast. I want to go and stretch or whatever.
You stretch
or
out a lot of time.
yeah, no.
It's
do you know
important
what?
to you.
Yeah, it's very important because
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, ever since obviously, like, listen, I used to be a semi-pro footballer, an old knee injury, and then when that happened, I realized that now that I've gotten back to football and I play football, the knee's not even the most,
Painful anymore.
not even painful, but it affects everywhere else.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
My feet hurt. My ankles hurt. My hips.
It's not the ankles.
Yeah.
the ankles.
It's the Achilles area, and
okay,
that, the
okay.
Achilles tendonitis, and
Okay. Oh god.
yeah, man,
Okay.
it's crazy. And then everything, like my hips, my back,
Oh,
everything
gosh,
else,
it's
my
really-
groin,
oh my
everything's bruck. It's this
goodness.
whole chain.
It's
you know
old
what I mean?
age.
So that's why I'm saying,
It's
like,
once you hit 30.
like my hip flexors are so tight. It's crazy. And I'm not to say I was like flipping gymnast before, but like I was never this.
He was loose.
See, that's why I stopped. Because of your shenanigans, bro. Listen, but anyway, getting back to
Yeah.
like the goal setting, it's like, I don't know. Yeah, when did it? You said
Yeah, I think when we saw the different tactic from somebody else of like having your goals set into months and then doing that urgent but something non-urgent
the matrix of
the four
importance
sets.
and important things and
urgent and
things.
important,
Yeah.
non-urgent but important, and then you break it down to what can be delegated, what can be.
Can I raise something right here?
Depends.
I'm gonna raise something right here, and this is what grinds my gears, yeah. Because just before you had seen that, I saw that, and I mentioned it to you.
We said we could do it. We just never got to it. Don't try it.
No, wait.
I actually feel like you say the wildest things about me. The wildest things about me of what you think happens. I said to you we could do it. My biggest issue is the fact that I lose a lot of focus. If it's I'm not excited.
When I wanted to do it, it wasn't priority.
I'm not saying it wasn't priority. I said I lose focus.
So then why was it then that you could then do that?
Because I'm the star of the show.
See what I mean? Narcissism, fam. I keep telling you, fam. Rife.
No, but sometimes it literally just comes down to like concentration for me. That's literally what it comes down to. And I think you're someone who defo goes on and on and on and on and on and on. I actually promise we're actually really nice to each other behind closed doors. But
Anyway.
I think, the way in which you do tasks is very different to the way I do tasks.
Yeah, which is why I'm happy to kind of do tasks myself.
Which is why I'm happy to do tasks myself too. Which is why I'm more admin based and you do something else. Because I just think, I think if you were to have admin, you would overcomplicate it. Overcomplicate it. I'm very like, what that needs to be. No, you would not be what I have been able to.
There would be a system.
Of what?
If I was to do admin, yes, it would. I can understand why you would say it would.
The reason
I
we
would
took
overcomplicate
admin,
it, but there would be a system. There's nothing you could ask me without me giving you an answer.
Sean,
if you've said to me, why has that happened? I'll be able to tell you that's happened, or that's happened, or that hasn't happened because of X, Y, and Z.
Sean, you had admin at the start.
How?
Do you not remember you had admin to begin with?
It depends on what though. What admin did I have? I can't remember.
You had a lot of admin, and then you told me that you couldn't do the admin because the admin you didn't feel was your strength. So you passed it on to me, and so you took all the stuff behind the scenes because you're way better than that I am.
Yeah.
So where are you getting this from? About your system would be the system.
But then, all right. So what do I do now? Tech stuff, right?
It depends on
systems and softwares.
You look like a system and software.
Exactly. So therefore, all that.
So that's not admin though.
But that is
that's you managing a team to get those things done, huh?
What admin are you talking about?
Like anything, like contracts, like all the stuff together, the parking stuff, all the fines, the responding to guests. At the start, I did.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's not my thing. How can I?
Yeah, but you said it would be systemized. But
I thought you meant in terms.
The reason why we separate those two tasks. Or these tasks is because
I thought you meant things like like sorting things out in like Google Drives or like I don't know Google Docs or
that is admin, but not that admin.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought.
So
you meant.
You were wrong.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so yeah, goal setting. So yeah, we obviously used to goal set beforehand. I'm gonna move on because I know you're just. So yeah, we obviously used to goal set and it never used to kind of go well. And then obviously you said that you saw the matrix of importance and urgency. What was it about that kind of done it for you?
That you didn't suggest it.
Are you finished?
No, it was important to me because it was helpful. I think, do you know what? There's a time and a place for everything. And I think where we were at in the business, even when you suggested it, I don't think we had even got full ideas of what we needed to do first was break down the months.
Yeah.
Which we then did. And then within that, we could then delegate and have those non-important tasks, important tasks, etc.
Yeah.
And follow that matrix. But we couldn't do that before because we didn't actually know what we wanted to do. We were kind of going with the typical goals that everybody else had. Oh, I want to get another house. I want to get a fast car. I want to have a mansion. I want to, it was the basics. Then when we actually sat down and thought about what we wanted down to a T, like the phone that we have, like things like that, then it became something we could actually put into a space where we were like, yeah, if we break it down this way, this is going to make sense. But we've gotten way better at it.
Yeah,
and I think, yes, if you suggested it at the start, which you did, it now has been helpful for us now moving forward because we took that tool at the right time and use that tool at the right time.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like definitely before we were just kind of winging it.
Yeah.
And we were taking taking it day by day, week by week, month by
Yeah, we
month,
had no
and not
clue. We'd
knowing
wake
what
up and not know what to do.
exactly. Do you know what I
It
mean?
was
Oh,
so
what should we
bad.
do? Should we call landlords? Should we be searching on Rightmove? Should we be doing whatever? Do you know what I mean? We never really kind of knew what direction
And
we
we'd
wanted to
badly
go.
avoid the stuff that we didn't want to do. And that would
Exactly.
then pile up. And those were things that actually probably were most urgent.
Needed to
for
be
us to
done.
get done.
Yeah, but then I think it definitely changed when we broke down the months, and even though as we got we done January all the way to December, and planned everything that we want to do, even if we felt like it was attainable at that time or not. But then I don't know. There's something about just putting it out there, as you said, like manifesting, putting it out there, and even if you don't believe in it, but seeing it every day and go like when we go into that room and we see it on the wall, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, it just reminds you of that's what I want to head toward, or what I want to work towards. You know what I mean? So I feel like it definitely helped us stay aligned. Obviously, if we didn't have that, I feel like we definitely would have run off the rails time ago. And I think what's also important is that halfway as well, we revisited it because we realized that
It was like going
certain things have changed. Yeah,
that was the
certain
right way
things
to
have
say it.
changed, and
that was okay.
it's natural. It's natural.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, naturally, you've got a bit more clarity on the direction you want to go in, and it's just again refining that, and then you go again, and then what happens is, at the end of the year when we get there, we're gonna refine again and say, okay, what do we want to look for in 2025, and then we're gonna do the same again.
What
halfway.
do you want to look forward to in 2025?
A new life.
A new life.
A new life.
That's a bit dark. Actually.
A new life. No. It's like a
new life.
It's like a phoenix rising from the ashes. You know, just like it's like I think everything that I've known, while obviously being alive so far and everything like that.
You've gotten to that age. Back in my day.
Yeah, no, but like everything that I've learned, I feel like I just can't wait to the point where I no longer have to deal with those type of things. And I'm not saying that obviously as you get more successful, you get more money, or you get more whatever.
Yeah.
That you don't end up having problems, but the problems are different.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I can't wait to just have that new life of obviously marriage,
depends
kids.
Say yes.
Who said you? Who said you?
Oh gosh!
I knew he was
Can I
gonna
be
try
your
something.
second wife at least?
Yeah. No, there's a room downstairs for you. Don't worry about it.
A room.
Yeah.
Better be a large room, like a double.
No, that's
room.
fine. We'll sort that
Thanks.
out. But they're kids, and then just being able to do stuff with them as well, because I feel like that's something that I definitely can't wait to experience as well. Do you know what I mean? And again, obviously, like since 18, but probably since 16, I've been working.
Oh God, I was gonna say were you gonna say you wanted kids?
Oh no.
I was at 16. I was.
Yeah, I remember you saying before, like I was thinking, what are you talking about?
Now no life.
Yeah. But yeah, since I was young, like obviously I've been working shift work and stuff like that, and I think I remember I've always had that thing of I'm working annual leave to annual leave, and my job is a place that I get a lot of annual leave. So imagine the other people who
annual leave.
It's fixed annual leave, and yes, you can move it around, but even where I am now, it's a bit more lenient.
Yeah, for sure.
But what says the people that have only got like 20 days, 28 days annual leave in a year?
That's social work.
And I just think to myself,
and
like
social work where you're literally hitting trauma every day. Like,
do you know what I mean? Like,
I think it's ridiculous.
and I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm dreading it when I have to. It's great when you finish your last shift and you have to, you're on holiday. But when you that last day, the day of annual leave, when you got to come back, that depression sets in because you've got to come back and do that same cycle again.
Yeah. And
it doesn't really stop until you get to retirement age, 65, moving on to 70 by the time you get there.
Yeah.
Like from early, I said that's not me. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like I just can't wait to the point where I'm waking up and doing the things I want to do.
Do you think next year will be the year that you leave work?
Well, I don't really like bringing it into Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Right.
I do think that it will be this year.
This year.
I do think that it will be this year.
This year.
Mm-hmm.
Talk me through that.
Oof.
Can you talk me through that? I'm not even aware of this.
I feel like we.
Are you sure? You know, there's 5 months left.
Yeah, exactly. But then we said
Damn.
5 months ago we was in turmoil.
Yeah, no.
Do you know what I mean? So I feel like
A lot can change in
a
5
lot
months.
can change in 5 months, and there's a lot of things that I can see the way it happened.
It's because of the strategy that we've now tapped into, I guess, isn't it? It's because
the strategy that we've tapped into,
and
the ways of making money that will.
We've got
you know what
quite
I
a
mean?
few setups at the moment that would obviously generate us income.
Yeah,
So I do get
and there's
that.
more to come
that's
as well.
Scary. That's bloody scary.
And this is what I'm saying. It's kind of like,
very scary.
and I hate thinking about it because, again, everyone in my life, I don't really know a lot of people that are like self-employed, and actually doing what they want to do on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
Like everyone's either at work doing shifts, doing 9 to 5s or whatever, not really too happy about what's going on. They're just doing it because they know they have to, and they have to make ends meet and stuff like that. And if I was to share that with anyone, obviously it's like, yeah, go and live your life, bro. But like at the same time, if I go and share that with anyone, it's kind of like, if I said, yeah, do you know what, next month is the month that I'm doing it. How many people would be like, yeah, do you know what, I support what you're doing? They'll be like, are you sure, bro? Like, you know, is this what you really want to do?
Yeah.
So that is scary, but then at the same time, I'm like, I can't wait because it's just going to be a whole different way of life.
Right move.
I think it's how people should.
I can't wait for you to not work, like, because obviously I've experienced it. Oh my days, the difference in quality of life is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, obviously we are working because we're working on our business, but we actually enjoy it. There are stressful moments, do not get me wrong. There are moments where you are at rock bottom, but rock bottom feels for some reason better than if you're someone who doesn't like 9 to 5, because not everyone doesn't like 9 to 5. Some people do like 9 to 5. Like my mum loves her job.
Yeah.
Even if
You
she's
can
got
tell.
millions of pounds, she would still work there. She loves her job. That is fine. But for those who don't like their day to day and like have to go into it all the time, the quality of life when you leave work and don't have the concern of like finances.
Yeah.
It's a different way of living. It's a different way of living. It's it's wild. But I think it is very exciting to think that way. And now that you've put that out there, I guess it's something for you to work towards. Listen, even if it isn't 5 months, it's a goal of yours to work towards.
Yeah. And I won't be, again, like if it's something that doesn't happen at the end of the year, I won't be upset because I've always said, like, you know, I'm happy to do what I need to do
to get to where
where I need to get to. So if that means that I've got to work an extra another 6 months to do that while I'm still building what I'm doing on the side, I will do it.
And it's extra income.
Yeah.
You got to think about that as well.
It's extra income. Exactly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's all that stuff. And I know that we're working on other avenues of income as well. And it's just about streamlining it and putting those things together and limiting the expenses. So man, I'm
we actually, I think our biggest thing, like for full transparency within our business, is limiting our expenses, because the amount that we generate each month, I don't think Sean and I clocked until a couple months ago. And then again this month.
Yeah.
Like how much we're generating within our business. The issue for us is we have a lot of expenses. And so because of that, that's what kind of unbalances us at times.
Eats
into the profit sides of stuff.
Yeah, or doesn't allow us to think that we're doing as well as
Yeah, definitely. But when we actually crunch the numbers and when we're actually being told how much is coming into our accounts, and when we do that Monzo statement, it's like, right, that much came in this month.
Yeah.
And our outgoings, just to give you a little bit of an example, our outgoings are more than 30k, surely.
Yeah.
30, 25, maybe 25.
I'd have to have a look again.
Definitely. If you think about just the rents that we pay, that's not including all the bills that come with that.
And the maintenance.
The maintenance.
Yeah, it's definitely got
the people we pay within our team. It's defo about that. So you can just imagine, in order for that to be covered every month, it can range anything between, I think, 20 to 30k.
Yeah.
So as you can imagine, if we have to obviously be earning more than that to survive. So monthly, it's crazy to know that we're generating these kind of months, but didn't even realize it. One thing that I think for us in terms of goal setting that's really important is to understand our money more.
Yeah.
Like what is coming in, what is coming out, what should we be keeping in there, what should we be transferring out, how we work taxes. I still feel like we have an amazing accountant right now, but if we didn't have a good accountant, we wouldn't know, because we can't get our minds there to learn it, because we've got so much else, like so much going on the side.
Yeah.
But I think once we get the opportunity to actually sit down and learn your money and how
Yeah.
your money needs to be within account.
And how your things can, like, these things can actually treat you.
Yeah.
How they can actually treat you. Do you know what I mean? As I said, like, we kind of see our business as the third party in a relationship. Do you know what I mean? Like, my sugar mama, your sugar dad.
Yeah.
Is that what you say? I'm not gonna say the other one, but and you know, someone that's there that's just like, you know what, go and enjoy yourself with that. Do you know what I mean? To a certain degree. But it's understanding how to, like, I know a lot of people that will get profits and be like, no, I don't want to take none of the profits, let's sit in there. But apparently it's very naive and irresponsible to not take your profits from your business. But I guess we'll go into that on another time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's definitely insightful. Thank you for sharing that, because now we know what we want to work towards, and now I know that that's a goal of yours. We can definitely make it happen.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Until next time.
Until next time.